Hello and welcome back to another Nostale video. Today, I am a man on a mission because I saw someone in the Nostale Discord channel that I disagreed with, and I gave my opinion, they gave their opinion, and I still disagree with them. So I am going to try and prove a point, because I've heard this quite a few times, that to play Nostale, you have to have quite a few accounts and you have to use them at the same time and do raids by yourself and that kind of thing, and or you have to pay a bunch of money in the Nosmall to be able to afford things. And I disagree. Or they say you can obviously use money from your main account if you have one. I disagree with that. I think that, especially with the quality of life changes that have been made recently, I think that it is perfectly fine to try and do quests and make some money. And I don't think you need to buy anything. So I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to try a little challenge. I actually took everything that I got from my other account, moved it back to my other account, and now I'm going to see what I can do with what I have now, which is basically nothing. I could probably sell a couple of these things and buy some Wings of Return and stuff, so I'll probably do that. I did just get lucky, so the only really good thing I have, other than the stuff I got from creating the account, is this football jersey. I think I got that in the Nosmall for my daily reward yesterday. And so I'm going to obviously be keeping that just because I got it as a reward. And then, yeah, like I said, I removed everything else. I'm going to try and make do with not having any additional accounts, and also not spending any money, which I'm very tempted to do, but I'm just going to see what I can do for free. Because I feel like that's a lot of people say that you need to spend money to play the game, and I disagree. I think it's like any other MMO. Like, if you sit there and grind for money, you can get money. I have a couple ideas in mind. Obviously, it'd be better if I had my higher level account. I could make a lot more money, but I'm going to see what I can do with this account. Don't quite have enough. Well, let's buy another one of these. Can I sell? Can't sell much. I wish I had a little bit more money. I wish they gave you like 10,000 or something when you started, but oh well. I'll buy one of those just in case. And I'm just going to follow quests. So I believe from doing quests, obviously I'm going to level up, but also I should be able to get a bit of money. Probably not a crazy amount. I will probably have to go out of my way to do things to get money. Also, I don't have a mount, so this is going to be very slow and painful. I apologize, but that's how someone who is just starting would have to play. So I'm hoping to make this kind of as a guide for people to learn and hopefully see that you don't actually have to spend a bunch of money. Obviously, I recommend, if you can spare a little bit of money, it's probably worth it to get yourself some money to get started. But I don't think it's necessary. I'll have to go to the Nos Bazaar and check how much mounts cost. I can probably get one for like 150,000. I'm hoping is like at most how much I have to spend. Sure, I'll take a free fruit. But I'm hoping that maybe, so one of the things I've noticed is over time, as more Nosmall items get released, there are obviously more of them in the game, so there are more mounts than there ever have been before in the game, and there are more pets than there ever have been before. So what that means is that the you know, everyone's getting their pets, and so the demand is going down and the price is going down because, you know, sometimes you get pets as reward in random boxes or whatever from the Nosmall. So as people gain more pets and more mounts, and more people are using them and not needing to buy them anymore, the price is going down. So, you know, a long time ago, to get a reasonable pet, you had to pay at least 1,000,000 gold, probably several million. And now you can get a reasonable pet for probably a few 100,000 or maybe even less than that. Also, I need to transform. I don't know why I didn't do that. I should probably be in either Holy, or I might try Red Mage. I haven't used it in a long time, and I've never had an upgraded one, but I assume it's probably pretty good. I mean, it has to be reasonable. The other first specialist cards are reasonable, so let's go all out for attack here. Honestly, just everything in attack, probably. And then I have a buff, I think. Yeah, this one. It's not a whole lot of damage, but not too bad. Ah, and yes, the event started already, so now I can get these mango events, which are 3,000 HP and 3,000 MP to heal. So that's really good. I think the event could be a really good... do I walk? I probably walk. I want to use a Wing of Return here, but I don't have any money, so I'm not going to waste one. Well, maybe I will, actually. Maybe I'll just save this point, and then if I need to get back to this area, I could. What was I saying? I was saying something important that I wanted to... Oh no, I don't want to be here. Hey, this person might have a YouTube channel too. I assume that's what YT means. What was I saying? Something about getting a pet or mount or something. It probably doesn't matter. But I think I'm just going to continue questing and see how that goes and see what kind of pet I can get. If I get a few 100,000, like I said, I think I can get a reasonable one. Ah, here we go. 50,000. Great. So honestly, to get that amount of gold, you really didn't have to do very much. A lot of the time I spent yesterday was actually just looking at the Nos Bazaar and everything, which I'm going to try not to do again today. And also transferring my items, which I eventually transferred back. I still have the special ops bushy, which I bought for probably way too much money yesterday. But I'm just not going to use it to help prove my point. Let's buy some of this stuff. There we go. I think what I'm going to do, maybe I could look for mounts really quick. But I definitely want to look for tarot cards because that'll be the one thing that would be really good for me to have. I recommend that pretty much no matter what you're doing at any point in time, you should have a tarot card running because they're super cheap, or they were. I assume they still are. What does the magician do? Does this increase my magic attacks? Let's check. This will decrease my mana usage, which is good. Resistance and MP, not too bad. Maybe I'll just use that, especially using Red Mage, I think uses a lot of mana, so that'll be helpful. Now I need to find a mount. Not in a bead. And there's nothing. Interesting. because I'm sure, what are they called? It's not like, is it that? Yeah, 700,000. Um, I can't remember all the different mounts that you can get, but I'm sure that there are some cheaper ones. Sure, unicorn's not that cheap. No, there's got to be some cheaper ones, but anyway, it doesn't look like I can afford one right now, so that's fine. I will just go to Nos Camp and talk to Annie. I've got to get used to the Mount Creme teleport being cheap. I can't do that here, can I? No, I actually have to go to this place. Yeah, so this used to be like 1,000 gold or something, and I would always use Wing of Returns just to get back here, just so I didn't have to spend the money. But I am gonna set my respawn point here. Now we got to talk to Annie. I need a mount. It's probably, I'll have to decide if I want to buy a mount first or if I want to buy a pet. I'll have to see if I can find a cheap mount. If I can buy one for like 100,000, then I'll probably go with that. Unless I start really struggling with some of the time spaces or something, then I might go for a pet. But we'll just see where this takes us. Image guard post. Is that this? Yep. Okay. Soft ground. Here we go. Oh, I think I might have been talking about the event. So I think the event is going to be good for making money, probably, because they usually are. But I don't think you can do the raid until level 65. So that means that I have a lot of work to do in a short period of time. So yeah, we'll see. Go to time space 56. Yeah, so what I might do, I might be able to, can I sell these? So I can't drop them, or it says sale false, but I think that still means that you can sell them in a shop. So maybe if I get a bunch of them, I might go and sell them. Although it is obviously useful to use them yourself. So I might try and keep some for myself. But yeah, when I was on my main account earlier, I had a couple of ideas for making money. So is this the right place? Yeah, it is. So once I get to a higher level, I should be able to make some money. I've got quite a bit of stuff to do before then, but I want to do a few things. I don't really want to say exactly what they are because I don't want people to go doing them, and then by the time I get there, I won't be able to make any money. That's usually how it goes. But yeah, I'm sure that some of my older money-making methods are probably still valid, but probably not as good as they used to be. And I need a pet and a mount. The mount I was using in my on my main, I'm not sure if it got changed, but I noticed that the effect of it is that the enemies won't attack you unless you attack them first or something. And obviously, wait a minute, was that it? Oh my gosh. This might be the easiest time space I've ever done. So yeah, my mount, I'm not sure if they changed how it works or whatever, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how it works. All right. Let's see what we get from this quest. Dog mask. And I just need to talk to Annie. Wondering what I should do about food or potions. Probably my best bet is to do instant combat. There's going to be one in an hour and 5 minutes, so I don't know if I want to take a break and maybe wait till then, but we'll see. Let me just walk all the way back to Annie. All right, I'm back. I just talked to a couple people to get my quest done. I also switched back to Holy because I feel like it's more beneficial to me right now. I also spent time looking at some some mounts that I could get, and they're more expensive than I thought. There are a couple that are about 700,000 gold, which is not too bad, but if I need to, then I can get one of those. I think one of them was not too bad. Actually, I think the two that I saw for 700,000 were both not too bad. I don't know why I'm killing a wolf, but yeah, I could get them if I need to, or I could save for one of the ones that I'm more used to, but I'll probably just get one of them at some point. I did not look at pets, but I looked at them earlier, and I'm pretty sure that I can find one that is pretty cheap. I'm hoping for like 150,000. That may be a little bit optimistic, but pretty sure I was seeing some for roughly that price before, so we'll see. I don't exactly know what to do here. Could use mana shield maybe. I think I'm gonna have to run through all these, and that's gonna be, yeah, a problem. So let's do it. I don't really have any food or anything either. I'm probably gonna end up dying. I have one potion. Oh no, I need to use a teleport stone. Okay. Get my potion ready because I might need it. Oh, this is good. Oh no, this one is attacking me. Yeah, this part still kind of sucks. Especially, I mean, you don't have to kill as many things, but just going through this area by yourself can be kind of a nightmare. Unless you're an archer and have an assassin, then you can go invisible, but other than that, it's pretty tough. This part's not bad because these are dark element, and I have dark resistance on, and I'm light element, so it works out. I should probably just run straight over there and kill some of them, or maybe I should slowly make my way through and kill them, make sure I don't die. So I'm also gonna have to use the teleporter over there. Let's see what we get. Ah, we have to hunt more earthworms. When I go through here, I don't remember if there are more earthworms or not. Maybe. My plan right now is to pick up every item that drops because I'm not sure what is worth anything anymore, and I've got tons of inventory space, so I think it's all worth it for me. Oh yeah, these might be the earthworms, I think. Yep. Now I should probably run through, and since these things don't move, I'll just run to the stone and then kill all the ones that I need to. Make sure I have all my buffs. It looks like I do. I'll just use the magician, sure. It's like 1,000 gold, it's no big deal. And it looks like my mana is really low now because I just put that on, but actually it just gave me like 2,000 mana or something, so it's not actually that low. Alright, this isn't too bad. I actually thought I was gonna die in here, to be honest, especially since I don't have potions. Luckily I have Wings of Return now, so I can get back pretty quickly. I could do some raids if possible, but I don't know. Not sure exactly what's worth my time anymore. I feel like for now I should just focus on leveling up, especially since there's an event going on, and if I get to 65, if anyone will add me to the raids, I would be able to do them. Or I would be able to join them. I don't know how well I would do in them, but yeah. I don't know what the raids are like. I assume they're about the same as the other event raids, where they basically they have the monsters that take percent damage, and so even if I'm low level, I can still do a good bit of damage. The downside would be if I was a low level holy mage, I wouldn't heal very much damage, so someone that's high level might have a bit of a problem. Alright, I'm gonna keep going through. Oh yeah, that's my quest anyway, so we're good. And let's talk to the well. Oh no, dang it. I need a bottle. Yeah, I have to go back anyway, so I'm going to save my point here. I assume I'm going to have to do this time space at some point. So let's go talk to this guy. There's also a Nosbazaar here, which I didn't really know. I don't remember it being there, so they might have added that recently. Alright, and we get job level. And now I have to do a time space, which I assume is that one. I could go and buy some snacks or something. Let me see how much, maybe hamburgers. They're not too expensive. Buy some of those. You know, I think it's worth it just to have a little bit of protection, just to see, you know, if I get into a bad spot or something in a time space, I would rather use them than die. They're not obviously not as good as potions, but they're a lot cheaper than potions. Oh hey, look, I get potions from this time space. That's great. I don't have very many seeds of power. I'm a little bit worried about running out. This time space took 5 of them, so yeah, at this rate I'm going to be running out pretty soon unless I get some more. Well, so far this time space is pretty easy. These things are not great. But I mean, I'm a mage, so I kill things pretty slowly, so shouldn't be too bad. I believe the way these things work is when you kill them, yeah, it basically explodes in an area around them and does like a percentage of your health, I think. I don't know. It does a lot of damage, so killing a bunch of them quickly will kill you. But these are pretty easy so far. Hey, there's a potion. Gonna get better potions than this, but I still think it's worth just grabbing them. What does this say exactly? Player level times 10 damage. Yeah, so they do damage based on your level, not necessarily based on, you know, how much attack they have. Luckily, I'm not required to kill any of them yet. So here are my thoughts. I'm low level, no money. I have a couple ideas on how to get money. Could try harvesting ice flowers in Act 4, if that's still a thing. If that works, that could give me enough money to buy a pet. The other option, instead of buying a pet, is I'm considering taming something. Probably a wolf from Mount Crem, just because they're easily accessible and they're about my level, so I think when I catch it, it's going to be lower level, but it'll be the highest level pet that I can catch. So I think that's probably worth it. Just go there, catch a wolf, and use that as a pet. I mean, obviously it won't be good, but it'll be better than not having anything. At least I hope so. So until I get a good pet, I can at least have that. And the good thing about that, and me being a mage, is I can heal it. So even though it doesn't have a ton of health, you know, I can still try and keep it alive. Buff myself. I gave up on the red mage. I don't know. Holy just seems more strong at the moment. I mean, probably mostly because I'm fighting dark element stuff, so makes sense to use the light element SP. I thought about starting the quest to get SP3, and I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. I want to get it, but I think for me to spend, I assume, and maybe I'm wrong, but I assume you still need to spend a bunch of money to get it. They may have lowered the price. I feel like I almost remember seeing that they lowered the price. But yeah, it used to be 1,000,000 gold, so that to me right now is not worth it. But I don't know. I could always start the quest and try and get it to that point. Or I could look it up and just see, you know, how much gold it costs now. Because it might be, you know, almost nothing. I mean, if it's 100,000 gold, then that's not too much. But I don't know. Ice Mage, Blue Mage, It was never one of my favorites. I think it's pretty cool. I like it better than the Red Mage, but if the Red Mage is, you know, level 21 plus 5, Is it really worth trying to use a level 1 Ice Maid? And is it worth taking the time and energy to do the quest? And is it worth spending the money on the quest? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Oh man. I'm having a bit of trouble here. Oh, I can just... I was going to use my Holy Hammer, but just using a basic attack, as long as they're grouped together, does a ton of damage. I think my Holy Hammer would have a bigger range, but I mean, I just killed them all instantly, so no big deal. Yeah, the prices of the mounts really surprised me. The cheapest ones I could find were like 650,000 or 700,000. And I thought that, I mean, a long time ago, they were definitely cheaper than that. I know there were a lot of them. Maybe on the other server, on, I think it's called Dragon Veil, they might be cheaper. But yeah, I mean, most of them were over 1,000,000 gold. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. But I'll probably just buy the cheapest one I can get, or maybe the next to cheapest, depending on what they are. But for now, I just have to focus on trying to get some money to be able to buy something like that. Which, speaking of this, I might sell these potions that I just got. How much are these, and how much would that get me? I might also sell this group time space. They used to be worth a good bit, but we'll see. So, the problem with huge recovery potions is they're now you can get them in instant combat, although they are still super expensive. Man, I just want to sell all of these, to be honest. I mean, being a mage, I don't need to heal that much, and this is going to get me 300,000 gold. That's definitely worth it. I could maybe see about buying some cheaper potions just so I have some, but I'm not too worried about it right now, especially with the event going on and I have these sweet mangoes. Let's see. Group time space. Let's see about this. 13,000. Yeah, I mean, it's worth throwing it in, see if I can sell it. Although I don't have the metal, so things that I put in only last 24 hours. Let's see, what are some of these cheap bushtails that I saw? Samurai, was that one of them? No, clearly not. Oh man, I swear there were some that were a few 100,000, or maybe even less. I don't know. I'm not sure that it matters if I can't sell my, you know, my pet, or not my pet, my, potions. They used to sell pretty quickly, so they probably still will. Santa Bushy is 500,000, which is not too bad. Let's take a look and see if I can find anything. I wish there were more filtering options in the Nos Bazaar. Like if I could put a max price limit of, 500,000, that would be helpful. But I don't want any of this junk, and it's all super expensive. I mean, I say super expensive, but it's not that much. I mean, a couple million for a reasonable bushtail is really not bad at all. Let's just keep going. See if I can find anything reasonable. So I think I could sell those potions pretty quick. Yeah, not looking like very much. Probably at least a couple million for a good bushtail. 1 or 2 million maybe. 5 million for a Phoebe, which is just crazy cheap to me. They used to be like 20, I think, and these fluffy Bali, that also used to be super expensive. Now they're only 1.5 million. Surely I can find a cheaper one than that. Like, there's got to be some cheap stuff that nobody wants. Although I got to be careful not to buy something that is not good. I want something reasonable. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, pirate bushtails. 1 million, not bad. But that's more than I have. Man, I'm spending more of the video looking through the Nosmall again, and I feel bad. Fortune bushtail, 500,000, not too bad. Not sure what these are, but they're probably not great. It's listed as a 2-star pet. Gloopy cake, 3-star, but probably not great either. These things, I'm not sure. They're like 500,000. Oh, these things are cheap. Moss Gloop, probably not great. Super cheap. There's so many of them. I mean, is it worth gambling and getting one? Or saving for one? Or should I just get a wolf for free? Let's see, if amount is 700,000 and those potions are going to get me 300,000, could just save up that money for a mount. Might be the better idea. Okay, I just looked through over 260 pages of pets and found nothing that I liked, and my potions didn't sell anyway, so... Oh, actually, they did. That's good. So they did sell. I got some money, but not quite enough for a pet. Probably want to save a little bit more. Not enough for a mount either, so... Let's just take it the slow way and go to Annie and see what we can do. I'm hoping that with this event, I'll be able to make some money. And also, obviously, through my quests, I'll be making some money, but at this rate, without a mount, it's very slow. Can I capture a wolf at this level? Oops. I don't know. Not sure if I can do it at this level or if I have to be... Whoa, look at that. Hold on. If I have to be a level higher than it. Yeah, I do. Okay. Look at this. Oh no, I can't use it. That sucks. Must be like a paid thing or something. Hello? Oh, I have to wait for the capture cooldown. Alright, Mountain Cave 1. Oh, that's back here. What do we get for this? Nothing. What does this person have? This looks like a cheaper pet and probably a cheaper partner. Not too worried about a partner right now. I feel like I could always get one later, level it up pretty quickly without too much trouble, and then get a specialist card for it. I don't know. I don't know which one I want, even if I could pick any of them. And yeah, I don't know. I could go and get one of the existing free partners. Might be a smart idea. I'll think about that. But again, I'm not sure which one I would want. Probably Cliff is the smart one to get. Alright, I think we have these like cricket things in here, or whatever they are. Gotta be a bit careful. Large mole cricket. Yeah, these ones, Holy is not quite as effective one. Although, if I could get two of them to group up, then that'd be great. But of course they want to stay separated. How much does this heal? 10% of the caster's max HP as HP. Wait. Oh, that might be for my own. Plus 3,000, so. Ah, mango. Do I have to kill more of these? I hope not. Nope. And you know, I could use a Wing of Return, but I'm also trying to save money, so it's right around the corner, so I might as well just walk there. Trying to think of creative ways to make money at my level, and I don't have much. I mean, I could harvest things like tomato and lettuce and see if they actually sell in the Nos Bazaar. I could check the prices just to see what that would be like. Better kill this thing. Oh, hey. That was lucky. Yeah, let's check the prices of some things. Just a couple things. Lettuce. That's not bad. I mean, actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad considering you basically get them for free. So, yeah, I might maybe start grabbing those, at least the tomatoes when I see them. Or if I'm walking by them, I might just pick them up. Alright, Annie, give me something good. How about a level up? Nope. Okay, wants me to go to the next thing. Well, I'm going to call it quits here. I think I'm just going to keep uploading some pretty long videos and just don't have to worry about editing them and cutting them and doing all that. Just uploading, 30-minute to 1-hour videos and see how that goes. Yeah, if you guys want to see anything special or specific, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, I guess we will just keep going on this journey next time. So I'll see you guys and thank you for watching.